Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For fast and cheap coins, check out redzonecoins.com and use code ZIRK for 15% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today we have got the new Rod Woodson on the team. Now, guys, if you haven't seen my bundle from this morning, please go check that video out, because you do not want to miss out on the pulls that we had. And also, I believe I also updated or uploaded a what to do right now video. So if you guys have not already seen that video, check it out. Give you some stuff to do, some stuff to grind towards. Now, I do want to give a shout out to FP Austin for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the video. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Turn the notification bell on. Comment down below, Noti Gang, guys. I want to say thank you for all the support. You guys have been out of this world crazy with the support. Would greatly appreciate if you guys would drop a like on the video. Currently, Rod Woodson is literally 800K, which I think is insane, but we're going to see exactly how good of a card this actually is. You guys can see he has 89 speed, 89 excel, 89 agility, 91 play rec, 91 man, and 90 zone coverage, so that's awesome. If the threshold is in fact 94 man and zone, then he is going to play out of this world. He also does have 86 press. I mean, the card is really good. 86 jumping all around just looks pretty dang good. 80 hit power as well, 66 block shed, and 75 tackling. So I'm very excited to see how 6 foot tall Rod Woodson is going to play. Now, in terms of abilities, honestly, not a fan of any of these ones for tier 1. As for tier 2, you guys can see, you know, acrobat. He does get bench press, a flat zone KO. Really, for corners, just about what you want. But he does get lurker. So if you guys want to use her on him, he's going to be really good when it comes to actually getting those jumping animations. But I'm moving one step ahead, so he gets faster reactions to receiver cuts and man coverage. So I'm really excited to see how he plays. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. Drop a like on it. Can we hit 2,000 likes for Rod Woodson gameplay? Let's get into it. Looking to take your game in Madden 21 to another level? Make sure to check out hotroute.tips. Get access to ebooks, tips, and schemes from Madden pros. Use code ZIRK for 10% off. Let's dominate Weekend League. Now, as you guys can see, that's my opponent's top 3, and also this is going to be my top 3. Now, also, before we get into the gameplay, I want to ask you guys, do you guys want to see me doing a yard gameplay? Because I actually played for the first time last night, and it's really fun. So I have to say, guys, I am really curious to see just how Rod Woodson is going to play. You can see he's over there on the left side, so we'll see exactly what we can do. It's kind of hard to get, like, cornerback gameplay, right? But we'll just even make some plays. I'm probably not going to end up actually using on Rod Woodson because I just want to see what he can do by himself. Plus, I do have the one step ahead ability on him. So we're going to be running a decent amount of man coverage today. I really want to see how it works out. As you can see, we got a hit, and that should have been a sack. Now, the good news is, as I said, he does have over 90 man and also 90 zone. Now, we don't know if that's the threshold for man or zone just yet this year, but if it is, then Rod Woodson should be absolutely locked down. That's probably why he's going for 800,000 coins, because if I want to say correctly, he is the only cornerback in the game that actually gets 90 man and 90 zone coverage. I guess maybe if you have like theme team chems, whatever, maybe you can get him up over that. Maybe if you have theme team chems, you can get other cornerbacks there, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any other cornerback that even has close to that. So we'll see what we can do. As he's gonna run the ball here with Zeke, and he's picked up a big gain. I want to see if he tries to continue to run the ball here, which Zeke is pretty tired. If he tries to run it, I'm going for a hit stick for sure on him, as it looks like he's definitely not going to be running the ball here. Looking into the air, and oh, Atwater could have a pick 6. Atwater almost had a pick 6 there. All he had to do was put his hands out and catch it, and that was definitely gone all the way back to the house for a touchdown. So, Steve, you owe me one, man. You definitely owe me one for this gameplay. I'm watching out over the middle, though. Nothing's open, and again, we get a throw at a sack. I was really hoping that we would get an actual sack there and not a throw at a sack, but so far, he hasn't really tried Rod Woodson at all. I don't think he's tried him at all. Watching out for that, and there we go. Oh, it's Adrian Wilson. I thought it was Rod, but let's see if we can make this a pick 6 with Adrian Wilson down to the 43. I thought I had Rod Woodson over there in that zone, but I guess I accidentally had Adrian Wilson. I really wanted to sub in Rod, but it looks like Warwick Dunn is going to take the first handoff all the way to the end zone, and that is such a block in the back. That was so funny right there, because Andre Johnson, I know he didn't actually block him necessarily, but he was just running straight into his back. Let's go back to some good old man coverage, and let's see how Rod Woodson does over there. I think that's Andre Johnson over there that he's actually covering. My opponent does have Tyreek Hill, though, so I'm pretty scared of that, but luckily, we have someone named the Honey Badger to take care of one of his other receivers. I'm watching out over the middle. Rod Woodson playing the flats right there. This guy's not getting open at all. Now, also, as you guys saw, Rod Woodson does have some really good run defense, so I love to see that. I love to see the block shed, the hit power, the tackling, everything like that in a cornerback. Having someone that physical, that fast, also 6 feet tall, so pretty tall. As you guys can see right there, he's in man coverage on a receiver, and he is sticking like glue to Andre Johnson. There is absolutely no way, if Rod Woodson plays like that every single play, that Andre Johnson is literally ever going to beat him this game. As I'm watching out over the middle here, once again we get a big hit, and he caught that. I'm pretty sure that Smith is Jonnu Smith, I want to say, the Titans tight end. So for him to catch that with Isaiah Simmons getting a hit like that, it's pretty impressive. Let's see if my opponent tries to actually run the ball here on 2nd and 5, which I feel like he may. Is he going to try an inside zone, or is this going to be a pass? I'm really hoping it's a pass, because I just want this man to throw Rod Woodson at least one time so we can get a pick, and it looks like it is going to be a pass here. I'm watching out for the doubles. I'm underneath, and okay, good catch, I guess. I really just want Rod Woodson to get targeted, so I'm going to run some man coverage. Hopefully that'll cause my opponent to throw directly at him as he's going to run the ball here. All right, Rod, he's down to the 20-yard line. I'm going to need a big-time play out of you if my opponent even decides to go near you, I suppose. But it looks like Rod Woodson right there on Andre Johnson again. Dude, he is just no separation at all. There literally has not been a single yard of separation, I think, this game for Andre Johnson versus Rod Woodson. Like, there's just literally nothing. You guys can see right there. He ran that out route, and he was just stuck to him if that was accurate, that was a pick. So the defense definitely locked him down there, and now it looks like he's just going to try to take his 3 points here. But for Rod Woodson to be completely locking down Andre Johnson, one of the better wide receivers in the game, it's pretty good. Given Andre Johnson isn't necessarily the Mark Claytons of the world or the Tyreek Hill, you know, the guys have really high, deep route running, all the good route running stats and everything like that, if you can boost those specific things up, and also the speed, but Andre's not bad. But we held my opponent to 3 points, so now let's go back to the run game, I suppose. I'm going to run it again, because if we get some more push like that, we find a big gap like that, I'm going to hit the edge here with work done, and oh my god, man. If I could have just stayed in bounds there, we probably had ourselves a touchdown. That is pretty disappointing, but it looks like we're going to have X open. Tyreek Hill turn this up the field, picking up that first down. I'm going to go right back to the same exact play here because my opponent's running some man coverage, and that is not going to work versus Mark Clayton and Tyreek, as great first juke, but that second one got us smacked. 2-minute warning is approaching. Let's just see if we can get a pass off here, pick up a couple of yards. Jermichael Finley picking up a gain of 5. So 3rd and 11, let's see if we can convert here, but I really need to just pick up a couple of yards. That way I can at least take a field goal, as B is going to be open down the field. Tyreek Hill with a great catch. That was a great catch there by Tyreek Hill, as it looks like really nothing's going to be open, but I should be able to take off with Lamar and get in for the TD. So my opponent didn't do anything before the end of the first half there. Hopefully, though, he'll actually try to target Rod Woodson this game. 2nd down and 8, though. Let's go right back to the run game because I feel like we had a good-sized hole there, and it looks like we do now. Warwick Dunn is off to the races. And again, I don't think anyone is going to be able to catch him. Trey Waynes almost did. And just like that, we're going to be up 21-3 now with 3.5 minutes left remaining in the 3rd quarter. My opponent just refuses to go to Rod Woodson's side as Rod get a big hit on him. Ooh, good tackle, Steve. All right, 3rd and 10. I'm watching out over the middle with Isaiah Simmons, and of course he goes to Zeke, who breaks a tackle. Wow. All right, so I actually switched where Rod Woodson is going to be, so hopefully Rod will actually make a play on a ball here. He's going to be playing in the flat / a purple, depending on what I decide to do with him here. So hopefully he can make a play, but my opponent just refuses to go towards him. I guess he's scared and he knows that's Rod Woodson. Don't mess with an 800,000 coin card. Is he going to chuck it deep on Rod? No, of course not. Tyreek Hill, we can't catch it. He's making his way down the field now, but he's still down by 18 points, so he really has to get it moving because it's about to be the 4th quarter, and if I really wanted to, I could just chew clock, and this game could almost be over. But Steve, you got to make a big hit, man. This play right here might be a run, and it looks like it is going to be a run. Zeke's getting in for the TD. So we're up 10-21, and you guys can see I am really trying the best that I can. Like, I'm putting Rod Woodson in different situations to try and get my opponent to throw it in, but he just won't. So let me see if I can just, you know, maybe score a little quickly here. The way my opponent can get the ball back. Actually, Mr. Opponent, I got you, man. Come on, Lamar. I literally had this guy beat down the field so badly, no one was even near Mark Clayton, and that would have easily been a touchdown there, as once again, Mark Clayton down the field. Good catch, turn it up the field. Let's go, Mark. So a great catch there. A little bit underthrown, of course, but it is okay, as Warwick Dunn is going to walk this one into the end zone for another TD. All right, you know what? I just completely flipped around my defense now. So now Rod Woodson is going to be on the right side of the field. Maybe that will switch something up, and Rod will be be able to make a play over there now. I'm going to watch over the middle, so hopefully he won't try me there. Rod Woodson! Come on, man. Come on. The very first time they actually throw his way, and of course, the ball just sails a little bit out of bounds. Maybe he could have got a pick, but he was behind the receiver there on the corner. He didn't break on it perfectly or try to undercut it necessarily, but I bet if I went for the swat, I may have been able to get that. Rod, once again, I'm going to leave you over there alone, Rod. Make a play, and of course, he's going to take off and take a huge hit. 4th and 8, this could potentially be the game. If he doesn't pick it up, I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent actually did quit the game here. So I'm going to watch out over the middle, watch out for the tight end, and of course he goes right down the middle of the field, and he dropped it. And it looks like that is going to be the end of the game, guys. Unfortunately, my opponent just really didn't throw towards Rod Woodson. I mean, you guys can see Rod if I can make it down to him. I don't even think he actually had a stat. Maybe I just missed it. But Rod Woodson, I mean, that's the definition of lockdown. So Rod Woodson, is he worth 700,000 coins? I mean, he was legit locked down. My opponent cannot get any sort of separation versus Andre Johnson, or with Andre Johnson versus Rod Woodson. Absolutely zero separation there. And then he did try to throw his way. The ball was a bad ball, and Rod was behind the corner. But aside from that, I mean, obviously, he's a great cornerback. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you did, make sure to drop a like on the video. And, of course, hit that sub button down below. I wish we got a better card for me to use today, like a wide receiver or a user or whatever, because getting cornerback gameplay is very, very hard to get them to make a play necessarily if your opponent just doesn't throw at them. But at least he was completely locked down. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.